Right, Ed. Good to see you.
Good to be here with you, man. Glad you're here from all the way from Sweden.
I'm here in Utah, in Cedar Hills, visiting my sister Jill. You're married to Jill, my oldest
53
sister.
years, yeah.
53.
53.
Oh, wow.
Going on 54.
What's the secret to a happy marriage?
Love each other.
Yeah.
Think about the other person first. And have God in your marriage.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah. So Ed is my brother-in-law and someone I really admire. I've been wanting to talk to you for a while, just having this is not a formal interview, we're just having a conversation.
Sure.
Just talking about your life and who you are. We have actually many of our fans, like the Herrey fans, who know you, who are fans of you and Danny.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they follow you. And Ed is a great musician. He's the musician in the family. So great guitarist, great singer. Maybe we can do something afterwards. We'll see.
Sure.
Yeah.
Rock the house.
Yeah. Maybe we should just say from the onset, you do have a lung issue.
Yeah, I have.
Could you just explain to the audience?
Yeah, it's called interstitial lung disease. It's basically a progressive disease. There's no cure for. And I've lived a lot longer than I should have. And so every day is a real blessing. I'm very happy. Life is better now than I think it's ever been.
What's keeping you alive? I mean, I know the doctors have given you some grim diagnosis, but you
well, yeah,
despite them, and you.
They say there's nothing more they can do, but
How much of your lung capacity do you have right now?
I think around 10%.
10%, yeah.
And that's what they say. And they basically say, sorry, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
But, hang in there. So I spend a lot of time in bed. Yeah. I got out of bed for this.
Yeah.
And I keep busy talking to people. I get a lot of visitors. I'm very blessed with friends and family.
Yeah.
And I got my guitar, my bedside, and I keep playing. And now and then I get up and I'll do a gig now and then. I'll do a performance.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but I'm going to continue doing it. They'll have to pry that guitar out of my cold, dead hands, man.
This is Ed. Yeah, when I came home last night, you were lying in bed and you had the guitar on your stomach and you were just playing a nice song. That's wonderful. Well, let's go back a little bit. I want to tell you a little bit of story, and you fill in because we're talking about you here. But from what I remember, I was 5 years old, and so our family had moved to Spain, and we went to this Anglo-American school there. My dad, I think he bought an ice cream machine he wanted to sell on the streets of Castelldefels. Is that how you pronounce it? Castelldefels, yeah. The machine broke, I think, so. Anyway, but we stayed for a year. And so you were there as a missionary for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
I was.
Yeah.
In Barcelona.
So you were 19, 20 years old, something?
Yeah, I was, I think I was just about 20. I had 9 months, I think, left on my mission.
So I remember, I just have these vague but wonderful memories of the missionaries in our home, and Ed is playing his guitar, singing for us. There's Christmas songs and all kinds of things. I don't know if there was another reason you wanted to come to our family, but eventually you ended up marrying my sister Jill. She was there. Were you thinking about that at all? I mean, obviously you saw her; she was a beautiful girl. Yeah. But you were a missionary. There are strict rules.
Well, we had a big event where we were taking members of the church and people that were looking into the church to a picnic out in the forest. And I saw your sister. She looked like she was 16. She was pretty young. But I laid eyes on her, and something said, "You're going to marry that gal."
Wow.
And later on, we went on this picnic. At that time, we played guitar for a lot of the people, entertained them.
Did you tell someone? Did you tell like your companion? Or
Yeah, later I did. At the end of the picnic, when we left, I remember the bus was taking off. Your sisters, I think Marie was with her. She looked out the back window, and they were waving goodbye to me and my companion. And I waved goodbye to her. And at that time, I told my companion, I don't know how, but I'm going to marry her. I live in Long Beach, California. She lives in Sweden.
Yeah.
But somehow I'm going to marry her. And at that very moment, Jill told Marie, I think it was.
I heard that, yeah. The same
I'm
thing.
I'm going to marry that ugly missionary.
No. You were good looking then, still good looking. Yeah, you're handsome. Yeah. So yeah, your hearts got melted together there. But how long after that? So you left your mission a year after that or something to go back home?
Yeah, we couldn't. I saw her a couple of times at church things. We stayed, away from each other, and just after she ended up leaving Spain, we were able to write.
Yeah.
And we wrote, and we just knew it.
So I don't know the rest of the story, but she went and visited you in Long Beach or in California
after the mission.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And how long after that did you get married?
Just a few months.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't mess around.
Yeah.
You find somebody,
what
kicks you in the rear and it says, "Hey man, she's the one for you. Why waste time?"
Yeah.
And I had no job. Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people don't do that now, but I had no job. I had no money, but we knew.
You had love.
We had love, and we just promised that we were going to, have God in our lives, and try to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And I would get one job after another, and I got my education, and things worked out much better than I could have imagined.
We'll get into that some more. I want to ask you. Let's go back to Spain. So,
okay,
this was a really tough time for my mom.
Yeah,
because she was sort of traveling back and forth, and my dad's business didn't work out so well, and so my mom had to work in Sweden, and then she was did she work at the tram company then?
I think she was driving a bus, and then I think she had to work at Ranchen as well.
Oh, that's right. We had the dude ranch. Yeah,
she was really working hard, and it's probably so much more than most people could do.
Yeah, and it was a hard time for her, especially, and she reminds me of this now and then.
I bet.
Because there was one moment when she was going to drive away, she was going to say goodbye to the family and go to Sweden. We had an old VW car or something. Mm-hmm. And I was so upset. I loved being in Spain. I remember, I loved being there, living that life, eating ice cream and just running on the beaches all day. But I missed my mom. So when she went back to Sweden, first I didn't understand why she had to go. So I would, stay with us. Why are you leaving? So I yelled at her, I hate you for leaving. And so that was she cried all the way home to Sweden, and that was really tough. But the reason I say that, we talked about that in retrospect and looking at the whole picture. Was it worth it for her? She was struggling hard because Dad was with us still, and she had to leave. But thinking about what happened in Spain, so let me give you the rundown. You know this, but let me tell you so you understand. So you met Jill, and you fell in love, and then after the mission, you got together, you were married, and you start working, you had a family. So, and then jump forward to 1981, I think. Then me, Richard, and was it Per? We get there in one by one because we couldn't afford the plane tickets. But I think Richard got there first, and then I got there.
Yeah, I think we sponsored your parents, and then you guys, I think.
Yeah, I think, yeah. And we stayed at your house in Westminster.
Yeah, you went to high school.
Yeah, I went to high school there. But eventually, to make a long story short, so when Jill married you, that made it possible for us to come to America. And we got a green card, and we could live there, we could work there. And because of that, we could go to dance academies. We can educate ourselves in musical theater and dancing and all of that stuff. And then Richard got into fame.
Right, he got in that program.
Yeah. Right. And so someone in Sweden called Bert Karlsson, you've heard of him?
Of course.
Yeah. Everyone knows Bert.
I've seen him mad.
So he saw Richard, dancing, and we had been to Skara, where he has his record label company. We'd recorded some demo songs, so he knew about us. And then when he saw Richard dancing, so then he called us and wanted us to come back to Sweden to represent his company and his label company in the Eurovision or Melody Grand Prix in Sweden. And then we did that, and we won that. And then we went to the Eurovision, and then we won that. So, and then, the rest is history. And so a lot of good things came from that for our family, and maybe for some of you that are watching this, some of our fans that could enjoy, hopefully, what we were doing. So it all started with Ed. You are responsible. Did you know that?
Yeah.
If we hadn't gone to Spain, if you hadn't married Jill, we couldn't go to America, and all that stuff couldn't happen. So I talked to Mom about this, and she gets it. She thinks it's worth it. So how do you see that story? How do you from your point of view, when we came over there and started, I mean, we had dreams. You saw what we wanted to do.
Well,
did you ever believe we?
I knew that there was talent because when you guys were kids, when after the mission, after Jill and I got married, we worked at the ranch with your parents, and I had the opportunity to get to know you guys really well.
Yeah.
And just one quick thing is I knew there was immense talent because I watched you guys. And Per and I...
You wrote a song together.
He said it was the first song he ever wrote.
It is the first song, yeah.
We wrote it together, and it was called Per, Ed Island. Yeah, because we had taken these little rubber rafts and paddled out to this island. Yeah. There's all these islands.
I remember that. It was like mattresses, air mattresses. That you put together and you were paddling out.
We had 3 of them, I think.
Yeah.
He had one, I had one, and then we towed one with overnight stuff, sleeping bags or whatever. Yeah. And we spent the night, and we sang and hung around this deserted island, and he wrote this song. We kind of put this song together.
I think I remembered. Have you been to Parrot Island? If you haven't, you must go. Something like that.
But I saw that you guys had talent. And being a musician myself, I saw how fast you guys learned and the dancing routines that you guys were able to do. And you did these shows in Hollywood, all these things. And I'm going, man, these guys they're really good. They're going to go somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's in show business. You need contacts. You need a bit of luck, of course, and a bit of talent. But we're so blessed. We're so happy. But I just want to thank you you've supported our family, and from us coming to America, living with you, and all your support in all kinds of ways. And it's been an inspiration. If you don't follow Ed on Facebook, Ed Torriente, you should do that. You'll see some great performances. You're going to perform for us in a few days, right? Too.
Yeah. There's some.
So how does that? Can you just maybe explain how does that work for you? Is it? Well, it is a bit complicated.
It's complicated. Yeah. I have to have oxygen tanks because the portable concentrators aren't strong enough anymore. But my wife helps me, or I have some friends who they have to kind of know how to change the tanks in time so I can continue breathing. But yeah, we have. I try to go as much as I can. I have. There's a pretty big thing coming up in Sundance. Robert Redford's old place.
Yeah.
We're going to be playing there tomorrow.
So what kind of music do you like to play? I mean, what's your if you can just sit down and play something? What do you enjoy?
I love oldies. I love,
Beach Boys,
Chuck Berry, the Beatles, the Eagles, Santana. People like that,
and you can play anything. I've heard.
Well, I do okay.
Yeah.
And then
he does more than okay.
I play a little flamenco, little bit of jazz, bossa nova.
Yeah. A lot
classical.
of blues.
I love blues.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I never get bored with blues.
Who gets
I'm happy,
with blues?
but I like the blues.
So let's get back to you a little bit. So you start a family and. You have 7 kids after many years of marriage, but you start your life in Orange County, California.
Actually, I was born in Compton.
Oh,
I'm straight out of Compton, man. Watch out. And then we moved to Long Beach.
Yeah.
And then went to Westminster.
How many siblings do you have?
I have 3 sisters.
Okay. Uh-huh. And your father's Mexican, right?
He was. He was.
He
was born in Mexico. His dad was born in Spain.
Okay.
And yeah. And so he came across the border legal, ended up joining the military during World War II, and he ended up getting citizenship.
Do you feel you have a little bit of Mexican blood in you? Like, is that part of your character, your temperament?
See, I like tacos. I have a little Mexican, but a lot of Spanish and a lot of English apparently, and some French.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a mutt. They threw me in a blender, and here I am. So I don't know.
Okay. But you start a family, and then you get into the police force.
I did.
Right? Yeah. How did that happen?
Well, I wanted a steady job.
Mm-hmm.
And I was studying to be a teacher because I love to teach.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't hiring at the time. And I had a relative who worked for the Orange County Sheriff's Department and said, you should, think about being a cop. So I put in for LAPD and Orange County Sheriff.
Yeah.
And they both hired me.
Oh, of course.
And so I had to choose. I chose Orange County. Yeah. I'm really glad I did. Had a wonderful career. I loved being a cop. It was the best job of my life. And I got to teach at the academy. So I got to be a teacher.
Yeah.
I got to work undercover. I got to do all sorts of fun things that it was like not working. I loved it. After I retired after, let's say I did about 23 years. And then the church asked me to be a full-time institute teacher and seminary coordinator. So I did that.
So a seminary and institute coordinator, that's what I'm working with. Yeah, so we had the same job for. Yeah. I've been doing that for
but he's
25 years. No. But I'm so glad you got to do that. Yeah. Can I go back to just
sure. Go back.
The police department? How was it? Were you ever scared? I mean, in Sweden we hear things about the police force in America and what a dangerous job it is, and it is a dangerous job. And you worked undercover for many years.
I did.
I saw some pictures. You had long hair and a little Mexican mustache there. And,
yeah.
And you work with the cartels. I mean, not with but against them. And were you ever scared?
It's funny. I don't mean to sound stupid, but I wasn't scared because it was a fun job. Mm-hmm. And I'm doing all these fun things.
What was fun with it?
Oh, there's
just busting bad guys and just.
When you get a dope dealer and you're hooking him up with, the handcuffs, the sound of the handcuffs going click, 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 it's probably the most beautiful sound I've ever heard. And to get him off the street is interesting. And I got some people who actually, after they were arrested, their lives actually changed.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And
that's what you want.
Well, I had some good experiences where people said, "Hey, I don't want to go to jail, but I'll turn over all my contacts, all my drug lords to you." And so we went and did undercover stuff. And I would, if they did a good job, I would talk to the judge or the district attorney and say, this person's really helped a lot. Yeah. This person's going to school, trying to change their life. Let's give them a break. And so we did that for a few people. Yeah. And interestingly enough, somebody I arrested, found me on Facebook.
Okay.
And sent me a message.
Okay.
And he goes,
Did you know who it was when you saw the name?
I was I had a feeling it was.
Yeah.
And he wrote me. And I wrote him back, "What's up?" And he goes, "Hey man, I got to talk to you." And so I called him. He gave me his phone number. "How you doing? I just wanted to tell you, you're arresting me was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I just wanted to call you and thank you."
Wow.
And I'm now...
How does that make you feel?
Well, I feel pretty good. Yeah. He says, it got me on the straight and narrow. I've changed my life. Now I have my own businesses, and they're very successful. And I'm very well off. Wow. And I'd like to know if I could be your friend.
Wow.
And so he texts me almost every day, and we stay in touch. And it's
that's amazing.
Yesterday he wrote me and he said, "Hey, sometimes I put something kind of edgy, that I send you some funny stories. Hey, if it's too nasty or whatever, let me know. I don't want to lose you as a friend." I thought that was.
I think
you're okay. You're okay.
Yeah.
just don't go over the line. We're good.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons I want to talk to you today also, because during the time I've been here, so people call Ed all the time. They write you and they call you, and people just looking for advice or they want help with something. So Ed is not one to brag, so I can brag for him. I'm just so proud of you. You do so many things for so many people. You help them, and I can't even count all the ways, financially or just talking to them on the phone, giving them some kind of support. You've helped so many people. What is your driving motivation? Why do you do it?
I've been very blessed. Way, way, way beyond what I would have ever imagined in all ways. I'm very happy. I've got the most incredible wife. I got family members like you. This guy inspires me, let me tell you. And with all of that, what am I going to do? I'm bedridden 95% of the time. And so I get a lot of visitors who show up. I talk to people on the phone, and it's all about just, if somebody's hungry, you feed them. If somebody needs help, you help them in a way that they can help themselves. We've got the Pathway program in the church.
BYU Pathway.
Yeah.
It's an excellent
and
program.
There's other programs out there too. So I'll try to get people involved in these type of efforts. And if I can help them, get the right resources and they can improve their life. And it's been so fun to watch some of these people. Some of them are from foreign countries. Because my wife and I, we serve in El Salvador as missionaries. And we have a lot of Spanish-speaking friends. And we've been able to get them in the right place. And I've seen people get their degrees and get a job.
Wow.
Get married, have kids, have a house and a car, which in these countries, they never, ever thought they would get that.
Yeah.
And so
it's a dream for them.
It is wonderful to see people improve their lives because of their desire to do so. And there's people out there who will try to take advantage of you.
Yeah.
But so you look at them and you see what they're doing. And so I might see a guy on the street corner with a sign, hungry. And I've had some really fun experiences. You want to share?
Sure, go ahead. Yeah,
I've had some really fun experiences with homeless people or people who want to be homeless. And there's been a chance. One time there was this gal. She's on the side of the road with a sign. And she was hungry. She said, I'm really hungry. I pull over and said, well, there's a McDonald's. Come on, I'll buy you lunch. So we sat down, we talked. See, I'm used to dealing with murderers, robbers, rapists, anybody, hookers, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're all God's children. And
it sounds like someone else I know.
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
he's
taught me a lot.
Just seeing everyone, it's just seeing the person, no matter what they do.
Yeah.
People's worth doesn't lie in things that they do. They're children of God. They should be loved for who they are.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, in contrast, for example, this gal, you could tell she was really hungry, and so we're sitting down, we're eating, and I asked somebody to get the manager. And I said, this gal could use a job. Do you have any openings? He goes, well, I do. And so I said, would you talk to her? And so we're sitting down and she fills out this application. He goes, you're hired.
Wow.
Right on the spot. So she started working right there.
What was her reaction then?
She was crying.
Oh, man.
She was so thrilled. And I'll contrast this with another guy.
Yeah.
He's standing on the corner with a sign. He looks like he's in pretty good shape and stuff. And I go, there's going to be something interesting about this guy. So he go, hey, there's a Carl's Jr. right there. Can I buy you breakfast or lunch? I think it was breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was in the morning. So we're sitting down, chowing down on breakfast. And I said, tell me your story. He goes, well, I I use drugs. I'm trying not to use them anymore. But this is what I do for money. I make $50,000 a year.
Wow.
Begging on the street. And for me, it's better.
$50,000?
$50,000 a year.
Wow.
Just
be a good
begging.
beggar.
Yeah, he's a good beggar. He's very, very good with people.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you know, you do what you got to do, but do you think that's really right to do that? He goes, probably not.
Yeah, just surviving or...
Yeah. And so I've had some really good heart-to-heart people, talks with people. And I find that people have this light of Christ within them, which is a conscience, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes the light can get pretty dim.
But it doesn't happen all at once.
It doesn't. You're right.
Step by step.
It's a process. Somebody did something wrong, you know, they get away from it. And one thing that we should do as human beings is ask ourselves this question every day when we're shaving or putting on our makeup, you know, like you do.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I have to do something to stay this young, you know.
Yeah. Is ask yourself, how am I doing spiritually today compared to yesterday? Am I a better person?
Amen.
And what can I do to be better? And then this light of Christ leads us to the Holy Ghost, where we can be inspired by the power of the Holy Ghost. And of course, the greatest thing to get is the gift of the Holy Ghost after we're baptized and receive the confirmation by the laying on of hands. And so that's the goal. But whatever happens, we have to love unconditionally. We can't judge. Let God be the judge. But I know that God will judge us all with all the mercy he can give us. And so I just feel, I don't know, this is a long answer.
No,
I just feel like let's try to be like that carpenter who didn't have a home. He didn't have a place to lay his head. But he had something. And because of him, the entire world has changed. We're not going to get out of this place alive. I don't know how much time I have. We don't know how much time you have. We could walk across the street and get hit by a bus or die in a plane crash. Whatever.
I'm flying out in 2 days. Don't say that.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. You'll be fine.
You're right. You're right.
And so I think just trying to be a better person every day can keep us on what we call the covenant path.
Yeah.
And we should think celestial, think about heavenly things. In one way, how do you know? How do you know if you're improving spiritually is a question I ask myself and I ask others. And my answer was, I know I'm doing spiritually and I'm becoming more Christ-like if sin is less attractive to me.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
And so ask yourself that. I think for all young people, everybody should ask ourselves that, because everybody wants to, you know, you may not think about God much now, but I'll tell you what, when you get old and you get sick and you're ready to kick the bucket and leave this side of the dirt, you want to get ready to meet your Maker. And so all I can say is we can do it by just trying to be more Christ-like.
Yeah.
I talked too long. But
no, you don't know. This is your moment. This is what I want. I want people to get to know you, and I love what you're saying. It reminds me of what you just said, the story in the Book of Mormon with King Benjamin after he gave his. Many of you maybe don't know this, but in the Book of Mormon, there's a King Benjamin. He's preaching to his people in the city of Zarahemla, and it's a wonderful sermon, and he talks a lot about Christ being reborn again and so on. And then after the sermon, he doesn't know how people he doesn't know if they've accepted his words or not, how they feel about what he said. And so he sends out words and word comes back to him. And the people say that our hearts have changed because because of the things that we've heard and because of the mighty change that the Spirit, you talked about the Holy Ghost, how the Spirit has made a change in their hearts. And you mentioned sin. I think they say, you correct me in my English if I'm wrong, they say we have no more disposition to do evil, but only good. It's like, so when you get the Spirit in your life, so you don't, like you're saying, you don't want to. That's a sign when you know you're born of God, that the bad stuff, the temptations, it's sort of, well, yeah, it's there, but it's just put it to the side. You're not. Is it an age thing? Do you think? Do we get better with age? Are we more like impulsive, more prone to sin when we are young? Or
I think we
think more about the meaning
experiment a lot.
Yeah,
the world takes us away from holding onto the rod of iron. And let me just say something about the rod of iron. It talks about that in the Book of Mormon. We need to hold fast to the rod of iron. And I'm going to tell everybody this. Don't just hold it with your hands. Wrap your legs around it. Put your teeth into it and just really hold tight. And you'll be surprised how it's not that tough. But what you were saying, age, I don't think sin goes away with age necessarily, or temptation. But the younger we can avoid temptation or just ignore it, which is not easy, the better. And then we won't have those problems later in life, because we have a lot of people who have a lot of issues in all areas. There's a lot of, there's mental illness going on like crazy. There's pornography, there's stealing. People hate each other for their political beliefs. It's
the polarization is
crazy. There's war
right now,
going on. There's a lot of things. And a lot of times we might say, well, hey, it talks about this in the scriptures. It's all going to get bad. There's nothing I can do. That's not true. We're expected to do what's right, even though everybody else does the wrong thing. Or, well, Jesus is coming. I'll just hang out in my room and play video games and he'll take care of it. No, we all have a purpose and an obligation to try and make the world a better place until he does come.
Yeah, I love that. So, and the other day we were talking, and it can be just the small things. We don't have to go out we can go out and preach the gospel. We should do that. We've both been missionaries, and it's a wonderful thing to share. What we feel in our heart is the gospel of Jesus Christ. But I think for us to be truly God's hands in dealings with other people, it's the small things. You mentioned that you challenge yourself to make people smile. Just when you meet someone and they're a little grumpy perhaps, and tell me about that, because you had a great story about it.
Well, I sometimes I meet the grumpiest people and I tell my wife, let me see what I can do with this. So the other day we were at this restaurant, and it's a really good, it's a hole in the wall kind of place, but it's got really good food. And there's one gal that runs a whole operation. She can hardly speak English. And she just going like this, delivering food, no smile on her face. And so finally, when I was paying for the meal, I looked her right in the eyeballs and I go, I just want to thank you. Your food is so delicious. And it really was. I was not lying. Yeah. I don't do this phony stuff. I have to really believe what I'm saying. I looked her in the face, and I really enjoyed your food. And I smiled. And she smiled back. Yeah. And my wife was good. Yeah.
She tried to.
she I guess she couldn't control it. So I said, I'm going to tell my friends about your restaurant and how good your food is, and keep smiling.
You see how simple that is? What you just did? It's easy for anyone to do that, really, but most people don't do that. Why do you think that is?
People are busy. Maybe it's because, I'm retired. But
you've always been like this.
Well,
making people smile.
I try.
Seeing them, appreciating them so that they feel.
We have to be positive in this life. An attitude of gratitude and just being positive makes all the difference in the world. and people don't believe it maybe, but I tell people that even though I was a surfer, a competitive surfer, racquetball player, I loved to lift weights. I jogged on the beach in the daytime, and I was in great shape, had so much fun, went on surfing safaris. And
this guy's a great surfer, by the way. Yeah.
Well, but long story short, so even though I'm in bed 95% of the time, I still have fun because I live vicariously through my kids and my friends. Like, I'll watch my son. Somebody will video while my son is in El Salvador surfing this great wave. And I'll go, oh, man, I'm on that wave.
That's you.
Him.
That's your.
Yeah, I'm there with
your
him.
life with your children.
And then,
I hear you.
Or if Aaron's out there, taking pictures.
Danny's playing the guitar.
Danny's playing music. They're all doing different things.
Yeah.
And I try to be involved with my 7 children, 24 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren.
Wow.
Try to kind of stay involved in their lives. And I'm fortunate because I get a lot of visits, a lot of phone calls from them. I talk to my kids every single day. Not every one of them, but I get a hold of most of them. And it's such a joy, especially when they call me.
Of course.
Hey, call me.
They call you.
But if you got you young people out there, if you have people who are ill, give them a call. If you see somebody in a wheelchair, a lot of times you're seeing somebody in a wheelchair and we don't know what to do.
Yeah.
We kind of walk by them or kind of ignore them.
I wanted to ask you about that.
It's funny.
What's your advice?
Some people are very hesitant to approach you, and then some people come and go, hey, can I help you?
Yeah.
I was on a plane. It was one of the last flights I took because I can't fly anymore because my portable doesn't give me enough oxygen, and you can't have tanks on planes. But this nice, wonderful guy from El Salvador, just a short guy, he was grabbing my backpack, and it was really heavy, and he carried it out. And then other people helped me with my wheelchair, and it was just so nice. And I think that we as handicapped people,
do you see yourself that way?
Well, yeah, unfortunately, we are handicapped because we can't do a lot of things.
Yeah.
And so we do serve a purpose because we allow other people to serve us, even though we don't want. Sometimes, I can do it.
You want your independence, of course.
We do want our independence, and right now I'm at a point where I need help. I actually need help, and so maybe when we help others, it's blessing our lives. But I think when we need help and we accept the help, I think we're helping other people as well.
Yeah,
and it's hard because we have this pride and stuff, but after a while, you go, hey, pride or no pride, can somebody get me a drink of water?
Yeah.
Help me. Where's my pills?
Yeah. I just talked to my mom, who is, I guess, sort of handicapped in a way, because she can't do what she used to do. She's 91 years old. And we just had this conversation this morning. She needed something, and she wanted to do it herself. But I said, Mom, now it's my turn. You've served me. You've loved me my whole life. Let me get this for you. Just sit there. I'll take care of you. But it was hard for her to. I mean, she appreciated the gesture, but it's hard to receive the help probably. So I want to echo what you're saying. It's an amazing thing. Let people serve you. If you need help, it's a blessing to them, really, in their life.
Yeah. And we're very fortunate. This neighborhood, people are just so wonderful.
Yeah.
We have neighbors that come over all the time.
When my father died last summer, when I was here, the door outside here, people knocked on this door the whole day. I think we got about 20, 25 different meals that they gave to us. So we didn't have to cook for ourselves. They thought about us. So it was, I saw the firsthand how it works.
It's a great neighborhood.
Yeah, wonderful neighbors. Are you afraid of dying?
No.
I mean, you talked about, we're all in the same boat. We're all going to meet our Maker one day, but do you think about it a lot?
No, I just think, Lord, give me a chance to repent even more. Give me some time. But no, to me, death is just a door that opens and you enter an eternal adventure. And God has a lot of good stuff for us. I don't think I'm going to be up there playing a harp.
You're bringing a guitar. They have guitars up there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm going to have to use a nasty word.
Okay.
They say that... No, I won't
Go
say
ahead.
it. There's a song by the Righteous Brothers. It talks about rock and roll heaven.
Oh.
In heaven, there's a H of a band.
Okay, all right, yeah. Heck of a band.
A heck of a band.
Yeah.
Very, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sure.
As a police officer and hanging around with criminals and cops and stuff, unfortunately, in my brain, there's a lot of
there's some
words that I got to be careful with.
Yeah.
They're at the tip of your tongue, but sometimes you just got to bite your tongue like this and shut up.
Yeah.
Well, we're all sinners. We all have things we have to work on.
If you imagine coming before your Maker, what would you like to say to him if you meet Christ? Or when you meet Christ, you will meet Christ.
Well, I would kneel at his feet and bathe his feet with my unworthy tears. And I would say, thank you for loving me. I don't put me where you think I deserve, but I prefer under a palm tree with some good waves and a surfboard. Okay, and a nice barbecue. But
he's God; he can do anything.
I know.
He wants.
I don't need golden streets.
He said, "Ask and you shall receive." So try.
Yeah, just want my family.
I think you'll be blessed beyond measure.
I think,
really
so.
And
seeing my mother, my father, that I miss, and you actually start thinking a lot about your parents, your ancestors, people and friends who've gone before.
Yeah.
I mean, what else is there?
Yeah.
Family, God, Jesus, and so much to do. Eternity is forever. This life is short, just like a little speck of dust. And what we do in this life really determines what happens to us for the eternities. So I think we just need to try to be better. Find out, be honest with ourselves. Where do I really need to improve? What is this sin I'm doing, or what is this temptation I have? How can I avoid it?
This addiction I have.
Yeah, an addiction. Where can I go for help? And I know the church and the government has a lot of great programs that we can get into if we have those problems.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Seek help if you need. And do what you're doing. I would admonish everyone to just see people, try to make them smile, challenge yourself. It's a great way to forget your own problems, is to serve others and love others. And you've been such a wonderful example of that. Well, we've been talking for a long time now, and there's so much more we could say. Anything else you want to, what you just said was a great end to a great summary, I think.
I would say this. I just have to. You said a lot of nice things about me, which I'm not sure deserve all that stuff. It's all true.
And I want to say, my sister Jill is amazing. It's not just you. You're a team, and talking about service. She's serving you, she's helping you, and as you've done with her in your life. So it's a teamwork.
I have to say, she is absolutely the most incredible person I've ever met, and people who know her, they believe that she's a Viking warrior, strong, determined.
She's like a Duracell rabbit. She just continues.
She continues to go. And I have to say something about Louis. I am so impressed with what he does. He goes way above and beyond in his professional career and everything he does. And I've seen how much he loves the students and how he wants the world to be a better place. And I truly am a big fan of his. Not just musical fan, but I'm a fan of who he is and what he represents and his testimony of the Savior Jesus Christ. has always inspired and motivated me to become a better person. So, love you, brother.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's hug it out. And thanks for coming to this room and talking to me today. I really enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed getting to know Ed, a wonderful man, and give him some love on social media and listen to his music.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys later.
Love you all. Bye-bye.
Yeah.